bluegrass fans, and welcome to the Big Bluegrass Bonanza with your hosts, Tony and Cindy. You're about to hear the best of the best in bluegrass music right here on 105.5 KD Country and online at kdcountry.com. So turn it up. Here comes Tony and Cindy with the Big Bluegrass Bonanza.
That engine puffin', boy, she's making time. That old train is wearing out the rail. Heading for the mountain that she's got to climb, bringing in that Georgia mail. "90 miles an hour and she's gaining speed. Listen to the whistle moaning, well. Has she got the power? I'll say yes indeed. Bringing in that Georgia mail." See them drivers travel, watch her send the track. They ought to put the engineer in jail. As they got her rolling, watch her ball of jack, bringing in that Georgia mail. Rockin' and a reeling, a spouting off the steam. Bet the farm and hope the brakes don't fail. Curving for the depot, listen to the scream, bringing in that Georgia mail.
In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, was a man named Peter DeGraff. He wasn't much no good and lazy, but a handsome one at that. He met a girl down at the bar. It proved a fateful day. She wore little girl. She followed Peter around the county. He wouldn't pay her no mind. He finally said to her a note saying, meet me in the pines. To please young Peter best, but he pulled a pistol from his pocket and he shot her in the chest. They finally found him and built a scaffold. 6,000 came to see. Peter said the last words that she spoke were, God have mercy on me. To chase fast women, drink whiskey, or gamble their pay, or surely they would wind up swinging like he would be today. The truth be told, you all know the story. It was a crying shame. The girl who died is known by all, and Ellen was her name. She was found, shot through the heart, lying cold on the ground.
It's 1 in the morning in this sleepy old town. The streets are deserted and there's no one around. I've walked every sidewalk searching for you, but darling, I guess I'm just walking the blues. I stopped in a pawn shop a short time ago. It brought back the memory of a ring made of gold. I bought you last August, what good did it do? Look at me now, I'm just walking the blues. I'm walking the blues all over this town, looking for you, but you're nowhere around. The feeling just hit me from head to my shoes. You found you a new love and I'm walking the blues. Oh, where can I find you? Oh, where can you be? What can you be doing at 3:15? The holes in my slippers are wearing plumb through. Look at me now, I'm just walking the blues. I'm walking the blues all over this town, looking for you, but you're nowhere around. The feeling just hit me from head to my shoes. You found you a new love and I'm walking the blues. I'm walking the blues all over this town, looking for you, but you're nowhere around. The feeling just hit me from head to my shoes. You found you a new love and I'm walking the blues. You're out with your new love and I'm walking the blues.
Walking the Blues. That's Appalachian Express from over in the Chase City, Virginia area. Great local group, very, very popular. Yes, indeed. Walking the Blues, the name of that. Alex Leach Band, off of his latest new album called Ellen, Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys, bringing in that Georgia Mail. And kicking things off, Ricky Simpkins, one of my favorite versions of the Black Mountain Rag, kicking things off on this edition of the Big Bluegrass Bonanza. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our show. We've got a jam-packed 2 hours for you tonight, and I tell you what, you're going to enjoy not only the music, but we have got a special interview tonight, and we've been working on this for a while, but we've got Rodney Dillard from the Dillard family, also known as Rodney Darling from the Andy Griffith Show.
That's right.
So we're going to be talking with him on the phone tonight, and I think you're really going to get a kick out of it. I'm Tony, by the way.
And I'm Cindy, by the way.
And we want to welcome our sponsors on board tonight, because without them, it wouldn't be all possible. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment, Napa Auto Parts, Robinson Funeral Home, all located in Appomattox, Virginia. High Trail Lawn Care, Rustburg, Virginia. Larry's Body Shop in Gretna, Virginia. Allen's Homes in Lynchburg, Virginia. Southside Electric Cooperative, offices in Crewe, Alta Vista, Dinwiddie, and Powhatan, Virginia. Cindy, speaking of High Trail Lawn Care.
Yeah, they have a new addition, I hear.
Yes. And I tell you what, congratulations to Zach and Ashley Marsh on the birth of their third boy. Yeah.
All boys.
Boy, it was born this past week. And at Virginia Baptist Hospital in Lynchburg, and his name is Harrison. We want to welcome him to the world, yes, indeed, and we saw pictures of him, and he is a bundle of joy, I tell you.
Yes, he is. Of course, you know I'm partial to the babies, because that's where I work over there with those little ones.
That's what you do.
I love it.
Yeah, it's what you do. So anyway, Zach, Ashley, congratulations from Gertie and myself and Cindy and all the gang here at the Big Bluegrass Bonanza. Bring him around and show him to us sometime.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to meet him in person.
We'd love to see him. And, of course, I knew Zach back when his first one, Grayson, was born. And Grayson was my buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, we hung around together a lot when he was little. Yeah, so so anyway, he's got 3 cute boys. That is for sure. So congratulations from all of us. And also, let's mention, too, Cindy, being we've got Rodney Dillard tonight, our interview has extended a little longer than we normally do just because of Rodney Dillard and being associated with the Andy Griffith Show. And I know we've got tons of Andy Griffith fans around here, so we dedicated a little more time tonight than we normally do. So we're going to be doubling up on commercials, getting those out of the way this half hour so we can devote the last half hour of this show to the Rodney Dillard interview. But I think you're going to enjoy it once you hear him.
You will. Yep.
He's one of the nicest guys in the world. He sure is. And I've been around him personally a couple of times. I've been on stage with him. And he and his lovely wife, Beverly, and they're super nice people. And I tell you what, you're really going to enjoy it. So sit back, buckle your seatbelts, because we got a wild show for you tonight here on the BBB, and it all starts right after this.
Keep your vehicle running smooth year-round with quality auto and truck parts, plus complete accessories from Napa Auto Parts and Appomattox, where you'll receive the best service around along with the best prices, offering quality Napa auto and truck parts and accessories. When you buy Napa, you're getting the most dependable parts and accessories money can buy. Napa is a place to get those fluids, gates, belts, and hoses, also custom gates hydraulic hose, and much-needed accessories to keep your vehicle running smooth throughout the year. Napa's hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 and 7:30 to 12 on Saturdays. Call the parts professionals at Napa at 434-352-2303 or 434-352-7175. Any parts not in stock, Gary can usually get them for you within 24 hours. When it comes to quality Napa auto and truck parts and accessories, see Gary Goen and his experienced and knowledgeable staff at Napa Auto Parts, located on Route 460 at 7562 Richmond Highway, across from the Super 8 Motel in Appomattox, Virginia.
Allen's Homes in Lynchburg is a family-owned business, and they are the oldest dealership in the state of Virginia. Allen's offers the best prices, plus their price always includes delivery and setup. Allen's Homes gives a 1-year setup warranty. You'll have the satisfaction of knowing that your new home will be set up by experienced, licensed personnel. Now, if you're interested in purchasing a new dream home, stop by Allen's Homes, Route 29 South, where they have single wides, double wides, and modulars. Allen's Homes has 4 new homes with a country look that people are raving over, plus several new homes with new designs and decor on display and in stock. Allen's Homes does not charge to pre-qualify, and no deposits done within a week. Other dealerships charge $500 to $1,000 to pre-qualify, but not at Allen's. They will help you with financing and help getting you the best interest rate possible. For more information, call 434-821-2760. Better yet, stop by and see Richard Lawhorn. Tell him you heard this on the Big Bluegrass Bonanza. Buy where integrity counts. Allen's Homes, Route 29, 3 miles south of the Lynchburg Regional Airport.
High Trail Lawn Care in Rustburg has been in business for 7 years, serving all of Central Virginia, offering hardscaping and landscaping work. Hardscaping consists of retaining walls, paver patios, fire pits, outdoor living spaces, and more. Landscaping features putting down mulch, rock, plants, and everything to make your lawn look beautiful again. Call Zach Marsh at 434-942-1986 at High Trail Lawn Care. They'll come out and give you a free estimate. Zach has years of experience plus the know-how, and he'll do an awesome job for you. Now's the time to make those lawn improvements. Zach is also a bluegrass musician and has played with several bands throughout the area. High Trail Lawn Care accepts all forms of payment, including credit cards. So call the lawn care professionals at 434-942-1986. High Trail Lawn Care, Rustburg, Virginia.
As Southside Electric Cooperative retires its aging fleet of member service vehicles, it's doing so the electric way. The cooperative recently added 4 electric vehicles to its rolling stock. They are housed in the Alta Vista, Crew, Dinwiddie, and Powhatan district offices and will be used by employees while traveling across the 18-county service area. With a unique, colorful wrap, they will be easy to spot on the road. Keep an eye out for the cooperative's latest move towards energy efficiency. For more information, please visit us online at www.sec.coop. Southside Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy partner and an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Let's get back to music tonight. This one's going out to Carl over in Salem, Virginia. It's Larry Sparks with Sharecropper's Son.
We moved here from somewhere when I was 14. Worked this poor ground for bacon and beans. When Lord told me hard times was near, didn't mean a thing 'cause they're already here. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on the sharecropper's son. Mama's got the fever and the baby's sick too. Papa's uptown soaking up that brew. Just down to prison, says he ain't going back. Ain't a bloodhound in Georgia that can follow his track. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on the sharecropper's son. We bought a new mule, brought him up from down south. He could chew tobacco right out of your mouth. Water in the well, barely out of sight. Can't take a bath on Saturday night. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on a sharecropper's son. Our crops are all wilted, no rain day or night. Preacher's head for dinner, we ain't got a bite. He living in the family, 10 daughters and a son. Mama just told us there'd be another one. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on the sharecropper's son. Down in my heart, we grew apart as the years rolled by. Seems we never could see things quite eye to eye. It was wrong, but we both knew leaving was the right thing to do. We tried so hard to work things out, but in the end we knew that it was through. So when leaving was the only thing left, I knew leaving was the right thing to do. Shattered dreams left us to wonder why. Were we too young or give up too soon for leaving to be the right thing to do? We tried so hard to work things out, but in the end we knew that it was through. So when leaving was the only thing left, I knew leaving was the right thing to do. Tried so hard to work things out, but in the end we knew that it was through. So when leaving was the only thing left, I knew leaving was the right thing to do. So when leaving was the only thing left, I knew leaving was the right thing to do.
Chickens growing on Sourwood Mountain, hey-de-o, diddle-um-day. So many pretty girls I can't count 'em, hey-de-o, diddle-um-day. My true love's a black-eyed daisy, hey-de-o, diddle-um-day. If I don't get her, I'll go crazy, hey-de-o, diddle-um-day. Oh man, I want your daughter, hey-de-o-diddle-um-day. To bake me bread and tote me water, hey-de-o-diddle-um-day. My true love lives over the holler, hey-de-o-diddle-um-day. She won't come and I won't follow, hey-de-o-diddle-um-day. I know a girl, her name is Weaver. Hey-de-o-de-diddle-um-day. She won't work and I won't neither. Hey-de-o-de-diddle-um-day. My true love lives over the river. Hey-de-o-de-diddle-um-day. One of these days I'm gonna go get her. Hey-de-o-de-diddle-um-day.
Sourwood Mountain. Bet you've never heard it done like that before. That is the late, great Andy Griffith. Yes, indeed. We hope you enjoyed that. You heard him sing that many times on the Andy Griffith Show. And also you heard Harrison Ridge, a group out of Mount Airy, North Carolina.
No, actually, we didn't get to that one yet.
Oh, we didn't? I thought we played that.
No, we ended up playing Andy because we've got to get Rodney in.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But we got Harrison Ridge coming up later.
Yeah, okay. All right, my fault. Well, we did play the Grass Cats.
We just jumped the list a little bit.
Yeah,
we did play the Grass Cats.
Yeah, and Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers, Sharecropper's Son. One of my favorite versions, by the way, of that. That's going out for Carl in Salem. But we will get Harrison Ridge on during the next hour.
Yeah, because they are from Mount Airy.
Mount Airy.
Galax area, and all that area down there.
They are great.
Andy Griffith.
Great.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's coming up. My apologies on that. I thought we played them all, but we didn't. But my song list is kind of messed up tonight. So, anyway.
It's all right. We'll get it together.
There you go. All right. Hey, folks, stick around. Coming up next, our interview with Rodney Dillard, and you don't want to miss that. You stay tuned for that. Call your friends and neighbors, get them on the phone, and say, hey, we're going to talk Mayberry right after this.
Losing a loved one is devastating, and that's why dealing with a funeral home that treats you like family really helps when those tough decisions have to be made. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a locally family-owned and operated funeral home and has served Central Virginia since 1947, handed down from generation to generation, offering professional, caring service to you and your family in your time of need. Once you acquire the services of Robinson Funeral Home, you'll have that peace of mind that they'll take care of everything, taking the burden and stress off of you and your family. Their staff will guide you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to honor your loved one. In addition to assisting you with funeral and cremation services, they provide pre-arrangement services and assistance in selecting a granite, bronze, or marble monument. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 and 8:30 to 12 on Saturdays. Call and make an appointment at 434-352-7111. Robinson Funeral Home is located at 667 Court Street in Appomattox, Virginia, or online at robinsonfuneral.com. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment in Appomattox is your one-stop shop for buying, renting, and repairing your outdoor equipment. They carry a full line of Cub Cadet lawnmowers and commercial zero-turns. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment is an elite steel dealer and offer a full line of steel products including chainsaws, weed eaters, and blowers, as well as Briggs & Stratton portable and standby generators. They also offer equipment for rental. Owner Corey Osborne is committed to satisfying his customers by having knowledgeable sales and service personnel ready to answer any questions you might have. So come on in and see their full line of Cub Cadet and steel products and their large inventory of repair and replacement parts. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 12. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment is located at 252 Old Courthouse Road in Appomattox. Give them a call at 434-352-7200 and check out their website anytime at www.appomattoxoutdoorequipment.org. Larry's Body Shop and Collision Center in Gretna offers complete body repair service, frame straightening, repair on all makes and models with up-to-date diagnostic testing and 24-hour towing. Larry's Body Shop now has a state-of-the-art $20,000 aluminum repair machine that can repair aluminum tools, and it's the only one of its kind from the Appomattox area all the way to Danville. At Larry's, they have expert color matching system by PPG. Larry's also features paintless dent repair, and from the smallest dent to the largest job, Larry's Body Shop can handle it all. Larry's has been in business in Gretna since 1978, so let the professionals at Larry's Body Shop take care of your needs. They give free estimates and work with all insurance companies. Larry's is equipped with 2 rollbacks and 1 wrecker, so don't be left sitting on the side of the road. Give them a call at 434-656-3626, or at night, weekends, and holidays, call 434-656-3506. Larry's is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Larry's Body Shop Collision Center and Towing Service is located at 422 North Main Street in Gretna, Virginia.
Okay, folks, you hear that song, and everybody recognizes that. That is the theme song for the Andy Griffith Show. And I tell you what, we are so delighted tonight to have one of the stars off of the Andy Griffith Show. You've been hearing Cindy and I talk about this guy. We've been playing a lot of their music, the Dillard's music, and now we've got him on the line tonight to talk to him here in our studio. Good evening, Rodney Dillard.
Good evening, you guys. Cindy and Tony. What's
Good
going
evening.
on there in the world?
Oh, man, we hanging in there, man, trying to fight COVID, and hopefully we're going to get a lot of restrictions lifted where we can start back to doing bluegrass festivals and bluegrass shows. And I know you, like everybody else in the music world, has really set y'all back a lot. But luckily, you and your wife, Beverly, y'all haven't had it, right?
No, we haven't had that. We've had other things, but we haven't had that particular dreaded homochus, and hopefully we will avoid it because I'm not going to do the vaccination yet.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I'm
no.
kind of holding out myself.
My son and my daughter-in-law's already had it, and of course he's a captain in the sheriff's department in Bristol, Tennessee, so he got exposed to it. You know, those frontline folks do. My heart goes out to all of them.
You better believe it, yeah. Cindy is a registered nurse at the hospital, too, and as a matter of fact, she's had COVID.
Yeah,
so.
I did. I had it back first of the year, but I did well with it. And I mean, all things considered, it wasn't fun. I don't want to do it again, but, over and done with.
The good thing is, we'll all get through this, but we have to listen to our own conscience about it. And,
That's right.
The thing about it is Mayberry never wore masks, did they?
No, never did.
No, they didn't.
No. And again, it goes back to the song. If today was like Mayberry,
Yep.
It's just a different way of life, and I tell you, I just wish we could go back to those days. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, it's been a few years since you and I have talked and spoke, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Mayberry tonight, and because I know a lot of folks that are listening in are gonna want to hear about it because Andy Griffith is a show that is so well thought of, especially in this area. I mean, there are so many Andy Griffith Show fans around here, and even though they're showing reruns, people, myself, I mean, every night we sit in and watch an episode of Andy Griffith because it's just so laid back. And first of all,
it represents to a lot of folks what mankind could be.
Right.
And it really appeals to the higher self in mankind because of its values. Right. Because the world is here, we have problems, but the way Mayberry handled it was just Andy, even though he was a law enforcement person, had even respect for the criminals because he respected the human spirit, which God created.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And it just appeared to those problems. Everybody had uncles like Barney, who's because of who he was, he had a self-inflated ego, but it wasn't harmful.
Right. And it started out, too, you and I have discussed this, and I think you told me that Andy was supposed to have been the funny man on the show. But it turned out, once Barney came in, Andy stepped back and said, no, Don Knotts is the funny man on the show. So
he's classic.
That was the brilliance of Andy Griffith. He was a brilliant when it came to all of that, and he knew what people in North Carolina would sound like. If there was something written in a script that he said no, they wouldn't say it like that.
Right.
That's how he got to the reality and the timing of the comedy, because Mayberry worked on a different time schedule than the rest of the world.
Right. Exactly. And I just wish we could go back to that, but I know we can't. But anyway, I think that's what made Andy Griffith so popular, and the show is still popular.
Yes, it is. It's never been off the air, and it's amazing. I thought that maybe the fans would grow old with the show and then move on, but we have younger people whose parents and grandparents got them in front of the TV set to watch that show, and it's carried on down through the generations, which is really hopeful.
Right, exactly. All right, Rodney, tell the folks how you and your brother Doug, how y'all got involved with the Andy Griffith Show. Because, again, I remember the story you telling us when y'all left Missouri, you only had a few bucks in your pocket, and y'all headed to California.
Well, we when we decided to do this, I quit college. My brother quit his job. Mitch was a DJ on the radio there, and he quit his. And we were all hanging out at Mitch's home, surviving. And Mitch would go out hunting and bring back a turkey. He said, "Well, I just got a wild turkey." And I knew good and well, I know the difference between a wild turkey and a tame one, and he got his neighbor's turkey is what he did. So we finally, we hawked everything we had and except our instruments. And we got in a 55 Cadillac in a one-wheel trailer. Dean owned the old Cadillac at the time. And we had $9.50 in a 55 Cadillac. And we left home. Of course, we weren't used to large sums of money like that. We ran through it in about a month. But we finally got to Oklahoma City, where we run out of money, everything, and we were sleeping in an oil field in the 55 Cadillac.
Oh, my gosh.
And we all take turns sleeping in the floorboard because the old Cadillac had that transmission hump, that big old lump.
Yeah, right.
And so we all had to take turns. So finally, I took the last $1.25 we had. I got a haircut, put on my suit, and started going around looking for jobs for us. So I ended up going to what they call manpower there, where everybody came in who, all the homeless and all the indigent people would come in and get work. So the local guy knew all these people, and they would all get jobs before I did. You had to be in.
Yeah, right.
So we ended up, I think, working every dadgum job we could get a hold of, and it's really funny because the local news there in Oklahoma City would come down and film it for the local news. Well, here they are. They're setting up voting machines. Showing that, and it would be there. We would be, or they're doing stuff with office furniture, and there we still would be on TV several times, working with all the homeless folks. Right. And but we finally ended up getting enough money working at a club there that I think they paid us $300 for the week, all of us together.
Oh, wow.
And we had enough money to go to California, and that was our journey to California. And when we got there, we checked into this old cheap hotel down on Melrose. I think we had a few bucks left. And we went to this place at the time was where all the folky people hung out, all the politicos and the smart intellectuals. And I remember walking in there with the guys, and we set up in the lobby and just started playing. And the owner came out and said, "You can't do that here." He said, "Do it on stage." So we walked up there, and out of that came I won't go into the long story, but out of that came the Elektra record deal and the deal with William Morris, who was the agency for the Andy Griffith Show also, just by chance. Huh. And so one thing led to another. They put an ad in the Hollywood Variety paper, says Elektra signs these weird-looking guys from the Ozarks who play this really weird kind of music. Andy had a script called "The Darlings Are Coming." And he looked at that, and he said, "These boys play bluegrass. Have them come over and audition." So there we went over there and auditioned, and we walked into Gulf Western Studios with all these sound stages that did all the hit shows at the time. All these big hit show people, Dick Van Dyke and all their shows. So we walked into the big sound stage, and they were filming an episode where Barney was singing off in the choir.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they stopped shooting that, and they came over, he and Bob Sweeney, the director, and they sat down in front of us in a couple of folding chairs and said, "Show us what you got." So we started playing. Andy slapped his legs, got up and said, "That's it." And I turned to Douglas, my brother, and I said, "They're kicking us out." He said, "Where are you going? You got the job."
Wow.
We were only supposed to do one. But when they booked us for the second show, Sheldon Leonard, who's the big producer of a lot of shows out there, he came by. We were at the commissary eating lunch, and he came by with the stacks of letters and said, "Boys, you see these letters?" He says, "Every one of these letters represent 100,000 people."
Wow.
Great.
And it was all about the Darlings.
How about that?
So that was all Providence. God had his hand on that because he had his hand on me when I didn't know him.
Right.
So he was fighting me then. So that's the story in a nutshell, kids.
And what a leap of faith y'all
Isn't
took,
it though?
And for it to turn out like it did. You're right. The Lord had His hands on y'all, and that's something had to have told you, "Hey, head to California."
Well, you know what? At the time, I wasn't a Christian. My leap of faith was a leap of naivety.
Yeah, right.
Or ignorance. But
Yeah.
I knew I had to get out because I was at the time attending Southern Illinois University, and
Right.
I felt so out of place there, guys. This is not what I want. You know,
Right.
this is all too social, too confining politically to me. So I just said, I'm going to California. I just said that to my brother. He said, wait, I'll go with you. And then the other two guys says, wait, we'll go with you too. So that's how we ended up selling everything. But here's the little secret. Mitch Jane, the bass player, sister, worked for a huge production company out in L.A. called David Wolper Productions.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a lot of major stuff. And his sister was David Wolper's assistant. So she actually got us a manager before we ever went out there.
Wow.
And, of course, that wasn't the best thing that happened to us because they weren't the greatest. They weren't really that good in the business.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I understand.
But anyway, that's what got us to L.A. And once we had the Andy Griffith show and did and the record deal, things just moved up from there very quickly. And then we started doing it. Once you do something like that and you get hot, then you accept the phone calls. They don't, you don't have to call them. And we started doing different network television shows, and then started doing college concerts. And one thing led to another, and it's been a good life.
Yeah.
How about that?
It sure has. Now, you told me a story about when y'all were filming for Return to Mayberry, which was the episode where everybody came back to Mayberry and Barney and Thelma Lou got married at the end.
Yep, reunion.
But y'all were coming down the hill on the truck, and of course the Darlings were hanging off the truck and on the back and everywhere, and and something happened, and this is a true story, and most people don't know it. Tell that story if you would.
Well, we rehearsed it several times, and the way it was set up, they were all celebrating there behind, at the tables there in the barn, and they were all standing there. And we're to come down, and Denver was driving this old truck. I mean, it was the same old pickup, but my goodness, it had the old kind of brakes on, the old Model T brakes.
Yeah.
And so we started to go one time, and I couldn't get the engine. And it was a good steep slope down there into that. And they said, well, I'll tell you what, we're losing the light, and this is the last day. We'll just push the truck and let it roll downhill. And I thought to myself, well, if this truck's brakes fail with all us on it, this heavy truck, it's going to take out the whole cast.
Oh, my gosh.
So they did. The directors, that was a different time. The directors on those shows weren't the kind of people that used to be. Everything has changed, and it's all about money.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it always is, but it was their attitude. But anyway, they pushed the truck in here, and what they did is they superimposed, or they put in a truck engine running. They dubbed that in later.
Oh. Huh.
Oh,
So
okay.
they pushed this truck, and here we go flying down there, and Denver's trying to break this truck, and get it stopped before it hit somebody. He got it stopped, but I'll tell you, my heart and everybody else's heart was thumping pretty hard.
I bet so. I can hear Briscoe now, Denver, when he gets out the truck. It had to been hilarious, but
it was kind of afterwards. It was, but that was quite an experience on that particular time. But
yeah,
it was interesting doing that movie because it was coming back after all those years and how we all related to each other. Just like we always did. We were down in L.A. We flew in to record the pre-record for the cabin scene where Ernest T was dancing to Pig on the Piano.
Yeah.
And we went in to re-record that in the studio along with Dooley because you don't do anything live on the set. It's always a lip sync. And Andy came into the studio and he brought in this old metal National Dobro-looking guitar. And he said, what do you think of this guitar? Because he collected them. And I said, that's beautiful. And I had a couple in the old days, but he said, I'm going to use this one in the show. I said, that would really look good. So when you walk into the cabin, you see it hanging on the wall. Okay. And then he picks it up, and that's his guitar that he had just got.
Huh.
I mean, that's just a little side story.
Yeah, that is
neat.
awesome.
That's really neat.
Well, now let's talk a little bit about the Dillards as of today. You're still traveling on the road along with your wife, Beverly Cotton Dillard, who is again is a very, very great musician herself. I love the way she can play that banjo clawhammer style.
Clawhammer style.
And
that's at North Carolina Gala. Where is that from, Beverly? Oh, she's in there. She's running a little cold today, so she's in bed. But that's that North Carolina style from up there in the mountains up there above Mount Airy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now, of course, y'all have got several projects out, right minute cities, but you've got a brand new one out that hadn't been out too long called Old Road New Again. Tell us a little bit about that, and also tell us who all is in the Dillard band right now.
Okay, the band I have is, of course, the ones on the album, but then there's other people who came in to help me with that because I asked them to. But I've got a player out of Nashville all these guys are they play with other folks and they go out with me when I go. I preface this by saying I don't work like I used to because I'm enjoying, let me say, my kids and my grandkids and my dog.
Right.
And so I've been blessed that I don't need to go out and do this. I just want to. I love interacting with the people. That's why I like doing the churches. But anyway, this album has got several people. The guitar player on this album and the banjo player. They both worked for a fellow by the name of Dan Tominski. I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But and then we have the bass player on there is a doctor, and he has a clinic in Nashville. Mm. And then I have George Giddens, who's been with me for 17 years.
Oh, yeah, George. I love the way he plays a mandolin fiddle. The mandolin stays around his back. He sets the fiddle down, reaches around, twirls the mandolin around, and hits that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got the energy of Ernest T. He reminds me of Ernest.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
As long as he doesn't throw rocks or bricks.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't that, but But that's the album. I decided to do another album. I wasn't going to do much anymore, and then I thought, you know what, maybe one more, and I want to bookend this to the Wheatstones Wheat album we did a long time ago, where we departed from bluegrass to some degree back then, and it maybe lost some early bluegrass hardliners, but it gained me a lot more of an audience.
Right.
But I didn't do that on purpose. I did it because this is what I wanted to do.
Right.
Same with this album. I wanted to do something and just sort of wind it up that way. So I called the people that I had knew before they were famous. I'd known before they were famous. That was Ricky. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ricky was famous in the bluegrass field.
Sure.
And I've known him for years. And asked him if he'd come in with the Whites and do some. And, of course, yes was the answer. And there's another story about a thunderstorm where they came over to record in the studio and the power went out.
Oh.
And I had all that high dollar talent just sitting around.
Oh gosh.
They were very gracious. And then I called Don Henley of the Eagles because I knew Don before he'd left Texas to go out to California. And we had some discussion, and I ran into him. He used to be my neighbor in California for a while, and then he got started with the Eagles and went his way, but he flew up himself in his own private jet and spent the Sunday with me recording. He was really gracious, and I was so happy to have him because I really respect his songwriting and what he's done for all music. And he hasn't changed. He's still just really a nice man.
Yeah.
And very into preserving the forest and all of that. He's not what I'd call a tree hugger, but he understands that corporations can destroy forests in a minute. I'm watching that happen around here in Branson, but I won't get into that. But anyway, he came down, and the fellow who I finally backed off because I'd been producing the albums myself, and I called up a fellow by the name of Bill Vorndick, who's got 13 Grammys, and he's produced a lot of bluegrass things. I think he did Earls of Leicester was one of his projects. Mm-hmm. And so he said, yeah, I'll do this album with you. I said, on one condition. I said, what's that? He says, but we have fun. And we did. We had so much fun doing that album, and I think it's reflected on what we did. And so we went in and cut this album and sat on it a few years for other reasons that I can't discuss, legal reasons. But finally I got it and said, no, let's put it out and see what happens. Well, it got it released. It was #1 on Amazon and started hitting the world country music stations in Ireland and England. And it did pretty good for we were on COVID and couldn't work the album,
Right.
When the COVID shut down. But that's how that album came about, and I'm very happy to let that be one of my last ones, except my wife and I sat down during this COVID thing, and we wrote an album of songs based on, y'all remember who loved the Andy Griffith Show when somebody would say, well, let's do Don't Hit Your Grandma with a Great Big Stick, and she said, gee, Paul, that makes me cry.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's do Dooley. Well, what we did, we counted up every time something was said like that, and then we put one of our songs in. There was, Will You Love Me When I'm Old and Ugly? Don't Hit Your Grandma with a Great Big Stick. Tearing Up Your Old Clothes for Rags. Your socks are hot and raveling. So what we did, keep your money in your shoes and it won't get wet. We did lyrics to all of those titles. So all of those titles have become real songs.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
wow.
I've got an album of that they've been pushing me to do, but I just haven't got around to it.
Yeah. I'd love to hear that. I if you do that, please, I got to have a copy of it.
Send it our way.
Of course, I'll get you a copy of that, but I just got to go in down to Nashville and record it, and going to town anymore is a big trip for me.
Yeah, I imagine so, yeah. Well,
yeah, I have to hitch up the mules in the wagon, and that takes a lot of time.
You better believe it, yeah. Now, what I'm sure you and Beverly and the band is going to continue to travel once this COVID restrictions are lifted or whatever.
It's kicked in again. We're opening a museum in April somewhere in Gainesville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. We're going to do Mount Airy again this year, and then there's other dates that are coming.
Great. That's good.
Greenfield, Kansas, the big one out there, the Byron Line Festival. These are the only ones I can remember. And then there's one up in Manio. Where is that? Manio,
yeah.
And then the Larry Fest and some things in the Midwest. But yeah, we're coming back and working those things that are fun and where I get to interact with some folks too. And the reason I like doing that is usually if we're around the area on a Sunday, I can go do a church, and that's
right.
That's I can say a lot more in church than I can on stage.
Right, exactly. Well, that's something that maybe we can work on this end too. Get you, because I would love to get y'all back up here in this area again, and because that was we got a lot of great feedback from the night y'all were here at that church, and that's something that I would love to do again.
I would love that too, because every person we can turn, as it were, or just get them to live. It's like when you drive up to see a bunch of cows in the pasture and you honk the horn and you all look up.
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want to get in the pulpit and honk the horn.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. Well, tell the folks, Rodney, real quick now, how if they want a copy of this new CD, how can they go about getting one?
Well, it's available on all the outlets, Amazon. What's some of the
iTunes?
All the outlets that sell them on
iTunes,
digitally.
yeah.
All of those things. And you can go to our website, and I can autograph those. It's RodneyDillard.tv.
RodneyDillard.tv.
That's it.
Okay. All right.
TV.
And we will hit that on our show as well. So hopefully y'all will be able to get back on the road again. And I'm sorry Beverly's not feeling well, but tell her we said hi and we're thinking about her.
I sure will. And I want to ask you, Cindy, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
Oh, my goodness. I've been sitting here like a kid in a candy shop talking to one of the darlings. No, I mean, I could go on and ask you questions all night long about Andy Griffith anyway.
Ask me one. Just ask me one that you're curious about.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's see. I guess it was the Andy Griffith Show. Was that the first TV show where bluegrass music was really brought out to, like, the airwaves over TV?
As far as network is concerned, the major networks, now Jimmy Dean had a show back that came out of Washington, D.C. at 6 o'clock in the morning where Roy Clark played the banjo. And he and I forgot else who it was, but they played a little banjo bluegrass, kind of an instrumental. But the only person that I never known to actually do a broadcast of banjo seriously like that was the Andy Griffith Show. And of course, the Country Boys were the first ones who did that show. There was another group on there before us, and that was the Country Boys, which later on their banjo picker was with me for several years.
Right.
That also included Leroy McNeese on the dobro.
Oh, Leroy, of course. Oh, yeah, great
Yeah.
Leroy. And
Yeah.
of course, Clarence White, the fan that started all the flat pickers picking what they did. He was the innovator of that. So, yeah, we met those boys when we went out there and became friends with them. In fact, I borrowed Clarence White's guitar to play on Wheatstroke Suite album because I didn't have that kind of guitar. So,
Well, one more thought, because I love a good, I love funny stuff. I love a good practical joke. What is the funniest moment that you can remember that happened on set on the Andy Griffith Show?
Well, there's two. One, Andy was always playing tricks on Barney. I mean, well,
Offset, yeah.
The snoring scene in the Andy Griffith Show was the funniest because it involved everybody in the cast and the crew. That scene, the wedding, it's called Mountain Wedding.
Yep.
And that's where
in the cabin.
Barney and Andy went to sleep in the chairs by the bed because it was a crowded cabin. We were all sleeping in the cabin. So we started the scene, and we were supposed to snore. So we were all trying to outdo each other with the best snore. So we were snoring, and then nobody could once we started snoring, it was so funny that everybody started breaking up and laughing. Andy and Barney couldn't keep a straight face. So we'd say, okay, let's try it again. Roll the camera, roll the tape. And there we go. We'd start snoring again. Barney and Andy would break up, or the director would break up. They had to do it again. Finally, it was 3 or 4 times. And finally, the assistant director said, okay, this is costing us money. We're on the clock here. Let's be professionals and let's shoot this scene. So we started again. We started snoring, and doggone it, the assistant director broke up and destroyed it. So he said, okay, let's break for lunch. We had to come back after that and shoot the scene. But that was one of the funniest things that had happened on that. A lot of stuff happened.
That's awesome.
That was the funniest thing that I can remember. That was on camera, actually.
Right. Well, Rodney, this has been a thrill for both of us to talk with you tonight, and I know our listeners tonight are really, really enjoying this. But we're going to let you go, and let's do this again. Somewhere down the road. Let's get together again and talk about Mayberry days and all. But we really do appreciate what you and Beverly do, going to churches and speaking and all, because like you said, there are so many souls out there that need to be saved, and with your popularity and being in TV and all, you could do a great work for the Lord.
Well, thank you. I have someone here who just came up off of her. She arose like a Lazarus, and she's here to say hello.
Okay.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hi, Beverly. How you doing, girl?
Well, I'm okay. I stayed out of the room because I'm coughing so much. I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, I'm glad you came out and said hi. It's been a few years since we've seen you and talked to you, and I'm just so glad that was able to talk a few minutes here on our show tonight. And anytime y'all get a chance to listen on Sunday night, y'all can pick us up on kdcountry.com.
All right. That sounds great. It's good to get to speak to you again, too.
All right. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you so much. Rodney, thank you, too, brother. God bless both of y'all, and thank you for the work that you're doing, and we're going to talk again soon.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you, Cindy.
Nice meeting you, too, Rodney. Thank you much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Slipping up the holler, Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a swaller and I'll pay you back someday. The revenuers came for him, slipping through the woods. Dooley kept behind them I remember very well the day old Dooley died. The women folk looked sorry and the men stood around and cried. Now Dooley's on the mountain, he lies there all alone. They put a jug beside him and a barrel for a stone. Dooley slipping up the holler, Dooley trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a smaller and I'll pay you back someday. And I'll pay you back someday.
The music you know, the country you love. 105.5 KD Country, WKDE Alta Vista Lynchburg, and streaming at kdcountry.com.
Welcome back to the gospel portion tonight here on the Big Bluegrass Bonanza, where we've got 3 great gospel tunes. You're going to hear Dave Atkins with Me and Jesus, Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver with When He Blessed My Soul, and starting us off tonight are Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers with We Missed You in Church Last Sunday.
We missed you in church last Sunday, but we all said a prayer for you.
Each face was all smiles last Sunday, and what a blessing in each song we sang. Did you have other plans? Were you too busy? Oh, where were you when the church bells rang?
We missed you in church last Sunday. Were you sick? Was there something to do? We missed you in church last Sunday, but we all said a prayer for you. You missed a great sermon last Sunday, and best of all, a lost soul was saved. How I wish you had been in church with me, and how I hope you can be there today. We missed you in church last Sunday. Were you sick? Was there something to do? We missed you in church last Sunday, but we all said a prayer for you. But we all said a prayer for you.
Jesus washed my sins away one glorious morning.
Praise His dear name.
He blessed my soul, He blessed my soul, and He made me whole, and He made me whole. Ever since that happy day, I'm telling the story.
Praise His dear name.
How He washed my sins away when He blessed my soul, when He blessed my soul.
Well, you ought to have been there
That blessed morning
when the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul,
and He made me whole, and He made me whole.
If you'd have been there,
You'd shout in glory
to the Lamb,
to the Lord and King.
Well, you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when He blessed my soul, when He blessed my soul. Jesus made my spirit glad one glorious morning.
Praise His dear name.
He blessed my soul, He blessed my soul, and He made me whole, and He made me whole. Ever to the lone and sad, I'm telling the story.
Praise His dear name.
How He washed my sins away when He blessed my soul, when He blessed my soul.
Well, you ought to have been there
That blessed morning
when the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul,
and He made me whole,
If you'd have been there,
you'd shouted glory
to the Lamb,
to the Lord and King.
Well, you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when He blessed my soul, Jesus claimed me as His own one glorious morning.
Praise His dear name.
He blessed my soul, and He made me whole, Ever since this joy I've known, I'm telling the story.
Praise His dear name.
How He washed my sins away when He blessed my soul,
Well, you ought to have been there.
That blessed morning
when the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul,
and He made me whole,
If you'd have been there,
you'd shouted glory
to the Lamb,
to the Lord and King.
Well, you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when He blessed my soul,
Well, you ought to have been there.
That blessed morning
when the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul,
and He made me whole,
If you'd have been there,
you'd shouted glory
to the Lamb,
to the Lord and King.
Well, you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when He blessed my soul,
Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. I know a man who once was a sinner. I know a man who once was a drunk. I know a man who once was a loser, but he went out one night and made an altar out of a stump. Whoa, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Jesus brought me through all my troubles. Jesus brought me through all of my trials. Jesus brought me through all of my heartaches. And I know that Jesus ain't gonna forsake me now. Oh, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. We can't afford no fancy preaching. We can't afford any fancy church. We can't afford no fancy singing. You know, God's got a lot of poor people doing His work. Oh, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
Howdy, everybody. This is Joe Mullins with the Radio Ramblers. The gang's all here with Tony and Cindy, and we're ready for the big Bluegrass Bonanza.
is Bully of the Town. And that is the great Eddie Adcock and Don Reno on the twin banjos, twin 5-strings, getting us back to more music here in this second hour of our program. Something I hope everyone enjoyed the interview with Rodney Dillard. I know I did. And
yeah.
Hopefully everyone out there in Radio Land enjoyed it as well. Hope you enjoyed our 3 gospel tunes we picked out for you tonight. You heard the Dave Atkins Trio with Me and Jesus, Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver, When He Blessed My Soul, and Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, We Missed You in Church Last Sunday. All right. Well, Cindy, we've got, I'm going to let you read this. This is an event that's coming up this Saturday.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, and it's the 27th Annual Maury River Fiddlers Convention. That's going to be at Glen Maury Park up in Buena Vista, Virginia. It is going to be the Bluegrass and Old Time bands compete Saturday evening. The individual contestants can only compete on Saturday, and there's no fee to compete, and you can register at the event starting this Friday. Admission to the park is $5 for Saturday, and you can camp all week. It starts Monday, June 14th, $20 per night, so starting tomorrow night, guys, you can get your camping site, $20 each night. And for more information, visit Glen Maury Park BV on Facebook.
All right. Sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
You going to go up there and compete?
You never know.
I think you should. I'm going to video it and put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
You might win something.
I figured you would. So, But anyway, I'm just glad that things are opening up and we're able to get back out there and, play and hear some good bluegrass music and festivals and all this good stuff as well. Hey, let's mention, too, Dale and Vincent. Coming to Appomattox Sunday, September 26th. Tickets are on sale right now at lynchburgtickets.com. And you can order tickets that way if you want to use a credit or debit card. If you want to send a check, for more information on that, call 434-660-7101. And also, you can call
434-610-5839.
All right, and we'll help you out with that. So that's September 26th, Appomattox County High School Auditorium. The return of Daly and Vincent to Appomattox, part of the Appomattox Bluegrass Concert Series. And, of course, as always, all proceeds benefiting the Appomattox County High School Athletic Booster Club. We have great concessions, folks. Don't miss it.
No.
Now, let's talk about October the 17th.
Yes.
We've got another group coming back to Appomattox County High School Auditorium, friends of ours, and I am so looking forward to this show. I'm talking about the good folks from Mountain Highway.
And they are not only going to be there October 17th, they're going to be on the phone. They're actually going to be in the studio with us next Sunday night.
You're right. Next Sunday night, yeah.
Next Sunday night. Don't miss it.
Another great interview with the Glover family, known as Mountain Highway, and we had a ball with them just like always. And really looking forward to hearing that again. So you folks be sure to tune in next Sunday night as we talk with Mountain Highway. And again, that's October 17th, Appomattox County High School Auditorium. That's a Sunday, 2 o'clock p.m. Tickets for that show are on sale right now at lynchburgtickets.com. And again, if you want to send a check for tickets to see Mountain Highway, again, that number is 434-660-7101.
Or 434-610-5839.
Folks, get your tickets because I got to feel we're going to sell a ton of tickets for this show because they are so well known in the area and they have a large following. So 2 great bluegrass shows coming up at Appomattox County High School Auditorium. Folks, don't you miss it. Keep your vehicle running smooth year-round with quality auto truck parts plus complete accessories from Napa Auto Parts in Appomattox, where you'll receive the best service around along with the best prices and offering quality Napa Auto truck parts and accessories. When you buy Napa, you're getting the most dependable parts and accessories money can buy. Napa is the place to get those fluids, gates, belts, and hoses, also custom Gates hydraulic hose, and much-needed accessories to keep your vehicle running smooth throughout the year. Napa's hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 and 7:30 to 12 on Saturdays. Call the parts professionals at Napa, 434-352-2303 or 434-352-7175. Any parts not in stock, Gary can usually get them for you within 24 hours. When it comes to quality, Napa auto, truck parts, and accessories, see our good friend Gary Goen and his experienced and knowledgeable staff at Napa Auto Parts, located on Route 460 at 7562 Richmond Highway, directly across from the Super 8 Motel in Appomattox.
Allen's Homes in Lynchburg is a family-owned business, and they're the oldest dealership in Virginia. Allen's offers the best prices, plus their price always includes delivery and setup. Allen's Homes gives a 1-year setup warranty, so you'll have the satisfaction of knowing your new home will be set up by experienced, licensed personnel. If you're interested in purchasing a new dream home, stop on by Allen's on Route 29 South, where they have single wides, double wides, and modulars. Allen's Homes has 4 new homes with a country look that people are raving over, plus several new homes with new designs and decor on display and in stock. Allen's Homes does not charge to pre-qualify, and no deposits are done within a week. Now, other dealerships charge $500 to $1,000 to pre-qualify, but not at Allen's. They'll help you with financing and help you get the best interest rate possible. For more information, call 434-821-2760. Or better yet, stop on by and see Richard Lawhorn and tell him you heard this on the BBB. Buy where integrity counts at Allen's Homes on Route 29, 3 miles south of the Lynchburg Regional Airport. Alrighty, we've got request music for Daly and Vincent. That's going to be going out to Barbara over in Good, Virginia. But I'm also going to send this song out to a good friend that I met this past week. Her name is Tammy, and she works down at Service Printing in downtown Lynchburg, Virginia. And she helps us out printing off all these posters and things coming up for these concerts we have. And Tammy, it was good to meet you this past week. And you said you liked all music, so I think this song fits you. It's called That Feel Good Music.
8 miles to Louisville, rock me mama like a wagon wheel. Radio playing in the pickup truck, picking and a grinning with Roy and Bud. Fire on the mountain, fox on the run. End of the day when the work was done was music to my ears when I was young. A soundtrack of my growing up. Give me that feel good music. That was real good music. Cups, Wabash, Cannonball, Eddie Arnold's Cattle Call, Ernest Tubb, Walk the Floor. You don't hear songs like that no more. Old Jack Clamp's Bubbling Crew, Grandpa's good old Mountain Dew, square dance smack in the middle of town, and Uncle Pin when the sun went down. Now give me that feel good music. That was real good music. Chicken on the bread pen picking out dough.
Old Joe Clark and the Cotton Eye Joe.
We'll grab your partner in a do-si-do.
Oh, let's turn these Opry dancers loose and let them go.
It's dance time.
Find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, make me no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Well, the windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Well, the truck stop cutie coming on to me, tried to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry. Oh, but she was just a baby. Hey, waitress, pour me another cup of coffee, pop it down, jack me up, shoot me up, flying down the highway, looking for the morning. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Well, the midnight headlights blind you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep it rolling. Those windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep it rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day.
Hey, this is Dale Reno
And Mitch Harrell
of Reno,
Reno
and
and
Harrell.
Harrell.
And you're listening to Big Bluegrass Bonanza right here in good old Alta Vista, Virginia.
Big train, rolling down the railroad track. Big train, when will you be coming back? You may be traveling north or south or east or west. Your diesels are a-humming, they sound like the best. Big train, bring my baby back to me. Someone off that should be by my side. Keep her here, big train, Lordy, how I've tried. Big train, bring my baby back to me.
that should be by my side. Keep her here, big train, Lordy, how I've tried. Big train, bring my baby back to me. Big train, bring my baby back to me. She's my blue-eyed Virginia girl, stole my heart and my world. With those blue-eyed soul skin, long brown hair and summer tan. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl. The summer I turned 17, the mountains were in bloom. Prettiest flower that I saw was a girl with eyes of blue. Just another lonely boy till she came around. Now I'm sitting on top of this old world, never gonna come back down. She's my blue-eyed Virginia girl, stole my heart and my world. With those blue-eyed soul skin, long brown hair and summer tan. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl. Said I do. That gown of white looked like a dream, smiling with eyes of blue. 30 years have come and gone, my heart still skips a beat every time I look at her and our blue eyes meet. She's my blue-eyed Virginia girl, stole my heart and my world. With those blue-eyed soul skin, long brown hair and summer tan. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl. When I think of losing her, or don't let it be, then I hear her call my name, and she smiles at me. She's my blue-eyed Virginia girl, stole my heart and my world. With those blue-eyed soul skin, long brown hair and summer tan. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl. My, that blue-eyed Virginia girl.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Harrison Ridge, the ones that I thought we played last hour.
That's all right. They were on the list for last hour.
Yeah,
but Rodney had us so messed up the first hour, you know.
That's right, yeah. Blue-eyed Virginia girl, and again, these guys are out of the Mount Airy, North Carolina area, Andy Griffith's hometown. So great group, and I think that sounds good, and you're going to hear more of them here on the BBB. Also, you heard our good friends Reno and Harold, Big Train, the Graskels, doing a great job on an Eddie Rabbit tune, Driving My Life Away, and Daly and Vincent, that feel-good music. Going out to Barbara and Good, and our good friend Tammy, down at Service Printing in Lynchburg, Virginia. Good friend of ours, and we hope you enjoyed that, Tammy. Good seeing you again last week. Cindy, what we got coming up next?
Let me look at the list here if I can find my spot. We've got Russell Moore and Third Time Out coming up, and Troublesome Hollow, and Nick Chandler and Delivered. All coming up right after this break.
High Trail Lawn Care in Rustburg has been in business for 7 years, serving all of Central Virginia, offering hardscaping and landscaping work. Hardscaping consists of retaining walls, paver patios, fire pits, outdoor living spaces, and more. Landscaping features putting down mulch, rock, plants, everything to make your lawn look beautiful again. Call Zach Marsh at 434-942-1986 at High Trail Lawn Care. They'll come out and give you a free estimate. Zach has years of experience plus the know-how, and he'll do an awesome job for you. And now's the time to make those lawn improvements. Zach is also a bluegrass musician and has played with several bands throughout the area. High Trail Lawn Care accepts all forms of payment, including credit cards. Call the lawn care professionals at 434-942-1986. High Trail Lawn Care, Rustburg, Virginia.
As Southside Electric Cooperative retires its aging fleet of member service vehicles, it's doing so the electric way. The cooperative recently added 4 electric vehicles to its rolling stock. They are housed in the Alta Vista, Crew, Dinwiddie, and Powhatan district offices and will be used by employees while traveling across the 18-county service area. With a unique, colorful wrap, they will be easy to spot on the road. Keep an eye out for the cooperative's latest move towards energy efficiency. For more information, please visit us online at www.sec.coop. Southside Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy partner and an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Losing a loved one is devastating, and that's why dealing with a funeral home that treats you like family really helps when those tough decisions have to be made. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a locally family-owned and operated funeral home and has served Central Virginia since 1947, handed down from generation to generation, offering professional, caring service to you and your family in your time of need. Once you acquire the services of Robinson Funeral Home, you'll have that peace of mind that they'll take care of everything, taking the burden and stress off of you and your family. Their staff will guide you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to honor your loved one. In addition to assisting you with funeral and cremation services, they provide pre-arrangement services and assistance in selecting a granite, bronze, or marble monument. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 and 8:30 to 12 on Saturdays. Call and make an appointment at 434-352-7111. Robinson Funeral Home is located at 667 Court Street in Appomattox, Virginia, or online at robinsonfuneral.com. All right, back to music tonight. This is going out to Brandon over in Madison Heights, Virginia. It's Russell Moore and Third Time Out with Farewell Party.
When the last breath of life is gone from my body and my lips are as cold as the sea, when my friends gather round for farewell party, won't you pretend you love me? There'll be flowers from those who cry when I go and leave you in this world alone. I know you'll have fun at my farewell party. I know you'll be glad when I'm gone. till my life on this old world is through. You'll be free at the end of my farewell party, but I'll go away loving you. There'll be flowers from those who cry when I go and leave you in this old world alone. I know you'll have fun at my farewell party. I know you'll be glad when I'm gone. Oh, I know you'll be glad when I'm
It was in the spring, one sunny day, that the good gal left me, Lord, she went away. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. The pillows are still warm where she lay, when I reached to hold my dreams of yesterday. Yeah, the blues have such an early hour. My will that's stripped of all its power. Now I've got nothing left to lose, 'cause I'm cheek to cheek with the blues. She called me from Dallas, still I saw, said, come on, Daddy, you know I need you so. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. The coffee's still warm in a cup. She must have left just as I woke up. Yeah, the blues have such an early hour. My will died stripped of all its power. Now I've got nothing left to lose, 'cause I'm cheek to cheek with the blues. Don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. Stay out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. Mississippi River runs deep and wide. My little woman's on the other side. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. But now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm cheek to cheek with the blues.
sit so broken hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken hearted. Now the fish won't bite and the hen won't lay. The dog won't bark and the skies are gray. I'm so blue and all alone, so sad and broken hearted. Here I sit so broken hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken hearted. Just think I'll go it alone. Maybe go fishing or give the dog a bone. Play my guitar or sing my song and not be broken hearted. Here I sit so broken hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken hearted. I sit so broken hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and she left me broken hearted. But while you're painting up the town, I'm not gonna hang around. You tell them all I understand, and it's okay if you're out late. If that's how I fit in your world, I'm not gonna be that girl. So get on home, boy, get on home. By the daylight I'll be gone. You left me crying here too long. Get on home, boy, get on home. Get on home, boy, get on home. I still make dinner here for two every night with candlelight. But once again it's all gone cold at this table all alone. A heart can only take so much before it aches and starts to break. Tonight it's finally had enough, one beat from giving up on us. So get on home, boy, get on home. By the daylight I'll be gone. You left me crying here too long. Get on home, boy, get on home. Get on home, boy, get on home. Tonight you're getting one last chance to hold me tight and make things right. A fire used to warm this house, so before the flame burns out, get on home, bud, get on home. By the daylight I'll be gone. You left me crying here too long. Get on home, bud, get on home, bud, get on home. By the daylight I'll be gone. You left me crying here too long. Get on home, bud, get on home.
That is Donna Ulysses here on the BBB and Get On Home Boy. Hope you enjoyed that great tune from Donna Ulysses. And also, you heard Nick Chandler, and Delivered, So Sad and Broken Hearted. And Mike, Troublesome Hollow with our good friend, Mr. Tim White now, Sitting on Top of the World. And Farewell Party. And I'll tell you what, Russell Moore and Third Time Out, they do a tremendous job on that.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
they
Gene
really
Watson
do.
classic. Yeah, he does. He tears that thing up. That's going out to Brandon over in Madison Heights, Virginia. All right, folks, we're going to kick off our next set with some Carolina Blue music right after this. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment in Appomattox is your one-stop shop for buying, renting, and repairing your outdoor equipment. They carry a full line of Cub Cadet lawnmowers and commercial zero turns. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment is an elite steel dealer and offers a full line of steel products, including chainsaws, weed eaters, and blowers, as well as Briggs & Stratton portable and standby generators. They also offer equipment for rental. Owner Corey Osborne is committed to satisfying his customers by having knowledgeable sales and service personnel ready to answer any questions you may have. Come in and see their full line of Cub Cadet and steel products and their large inventory of repair and replacement parts. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 12. Appomattox Outdoor Equipment is located at 252 Old Courthouse Road in Appomattox. Give them a call at 434-352-7200. Check out their website at www.appomattoxoutdoorequipment.org.
Body Shop and Collision Center in Gretna offers complete body repair service, frame straightening, repair on all makes and models with up-to-date diagnostic testing and 24-hour towing. Larry's Body Shop now has a state-of-the-art $20,000 aluminum repair machine that can repair aluminum tools, and it's the only one of its kind from the Appomattox area all the way to Danville. At Larry's, they have expert color matching system by PPG. Larry's also features paintless dent repair, and from the smallest dent to the largest job, Larry's Body Shop can handle it all. Larry's has been in business in Gretna since 1978, so let the professionals at Larry's Body Shop take care of your needs. They give free estimates and work with all insurance companies. Larry's is equipped with 2 rollbacks and 1 wrecker, so don't be left sitting on the side of the road. Give them a call at 434-656-3626, or at night, weekends, and holidays, call 434-656-3506. Larry's is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Larry's Body Shop Collision Center and Towing Service is located at 422 North Main Street in Gretna, Virginia. Our good friend Mike down in Eden, North Carolina, is a Carolina Blue fan, so here's a song for you, Too Wet to Plow.
We've got 100 acres with a house in the middle. Work them fields till the sun lays down. Sometimes the Lord lets us rest just a little. Can't sow seeds when there's water on the ground. Come on, boys, get down them fiddles. Can't make hay with the rain coming down. Mama's got cakes and eggs on the griddle. Put away the mule, boys, it's too wet to plow. Ooh, rain's coming down. Ooh, too wet to plow. Just up the road lives a gal named Trudy. Plays that banjo clawhammer style. She fell in love with my Uncle Rudy. He picks his guitar and it drives her wild. Saying, come on, boys, get down them fiddles. Can't make hay with the rain coming down. Mama's got cakes and eggs on the griddle. Put away the mule, boys, it's too wet to plow. Rain's coming down. Too wet to plow. them stone lives high on the mountain. Got 6 kids that'll dance round and round. Tonight we're gonna have us a picking and a shouting. Ain't missing nothing if we don't go to town. Saying, come on, boys, get down them fiddles. Can't make hay with the rain coming down. Mama's got cakes and eggs on the griddle. Put away the new boys, it's too wet to plow. Ooh, rain's coming down. Ooh, too wet to plow.
I'm Rebecca. I'm Emily.
I'm Jack.
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Mountain Highway. Thanks for listening to the Big Bluegrass Bonanza. Woo!
The other night when everything was still, thought I saw my Georgia map coming down the hill. Going to Georgia, going to ride, going to Georgia to make it my home. Beefsteak when I'm hungry, water when I'm dry, cornbread when I'm hard out, and heaven when I die. Going to Georgia, going to ride, going to Georgia to make it my home. Going to Georgia to marry if I can. Going to Georgia to find me a man. Going to Georgia, going to ride. Going to Georgia to make it my home. Going to Georgia, going to ride. Going to Georgia to make it my home.
Oh, what a way to wind it up here on this Sunday evening. That's our good friends Mountain Highway here on the BBB and Old Stanley Brothers Classic, Going to Georgia. And also, you heard a great tune from Carolina Blue, Too Wet to Plow. That's going out to Mike in Eaton, North Carolina. Folks, that is our show for tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our interview with Rodney Dillard. Don't forget, next Sunday night, the group you just heard, Mountain Highway, they're going to be here. And we actually talked to them live in the studio, so that's going to be a great time as well. Be sure to tune in for that. And be sure to patronize our sponsors wherever you can. They are Appomattox Outdoor Equipment, Napa Auto Parts, Robinson Funeral Home, all located in Appomattox, Virginia. High Trail Lawn Care, Rustburg, Virginia. Larry's Body Shop, Gretna, Virginia. Allen's Homes, Lynchburg, Virginia. Southside Electric Cooperative, offices in Crew, Alta Vista, Dinwiddie, and Powhatan, Virginia. Folks, have yourself a great, safe week, and we'll be back here again next Sunday night, 7 o'clock on 105.5 KD Country and kdcountry.com.
Yes, we will, and I'm already looking forward to it. It's been a fun night tonight, I tell you what. And thank you, sponsors, for sponsoring us and keeping us on the air every Sunday night, and to all you listeners out there for listening and supporting us every Sunday night. If you haven't already and you're out there listening and you haven't gone to our Facebook page, go to the Big Bluegrass Bonanza and like and follow us, and we have all of our announcements, festivals coming up. We're trying to keep everybody updated on our page. That's one way you can keep that up. And you can send us your requests through the Messenger app. Send us a request. Let us know where you're listening from. And another thing, if you miss us on Sunday nights, all of our shows are posted on YouTube, the Big Bluegrass Bonanza, right after we go off the air every Sunday night. So if you don't get enough of us, you want to hear us again, or you miss something, want to go hear a favorite song again, go to YouTube. You can listen to all of our shows right there, anytime, anywhere. I hope you all have a great week and a blessed week. Good night and God bless.
station for real country. 105.5 KD Country, WKDE Alta Vista Lynchburg, and streaming at kdcountry.com.